Hey all, Josh here today, aka the world's greatest dad. And it's always a good day when we got some new equipment to test out. And today we're going to be doing a deep dive into the Chapin 63924 24-volt battery-powered backpack sprayer. Let's get it. So although I've owned a lot of different backpack sprayers over the years, this will be my first that is actually battery-powered. So I'm excited to see how it stacks up compared to the hand pump ones that I'm used to. So first things first, let's go ahead and get this bad boy unboxed. Take a look inside. And after pulling everything out of the box, I can see that there's going to be a few installation steps, but not that many and shouldn't be that difficult. Of course, all the components include the 24-volt lithium-ion rechargeable battery. Going to come with its own charger right there. Your instruction book, your nice 6-inch opening cap. Of course, we've got a reinforced hose with our handle. Our wand we'll have to install there, as well as our 3 different nozzles. And of course, we'll take a little closer look at this reservoir tank. Going to be 4 gallons. Nice 6-inch opening at the top, and your shoulder straps are already pre-installed. So before we put this thing together, let's go ahead and get this battery on the charger. Take a little closer look at this lithium-ion battery. Got your nice little sensor right there. Go ahead and push that. It'll tell you how charged the battery is. Go ahead and take our charger right here. All we're simply going to do is slide that in, plug it in the wall, and we can get this thing charging. And the charging cord itself is going to be about 6 feet long. As you can see, it's got an indicator light there on the wall base. And this thing's going to take about 3.5 to 4 hours to fully charge. But once it is, we should get just about 2 hours of steady runtime. So I've spent a few minutes going through the instruction book, and I got to say, everything is very thorough. I like the fact that they got a lot of pictures on there. And it also covers installation, troubleshooting, and how to order replacement parts if needed. So next, let's go ahead and cover the 3-stage filtration system to help keep this thing running how it should. Now, the first line of defense is going to be this cap filter, and this is going to help keep any large debris out of your tank. And then below your cap filter, you're going to have your in-tank filter to help keep things out of your hose. Now, this filter is also removable and simply clicks in and out, so it can be easily cleaned. And the final filter is going to be your shutoff filter, which is located right between the hose and the handle right here. That simply pops out, and that's going to help keep anything that gets past the first 2 out of your nozzle. And for the next step, let's go ahead and install our plastic wand head to our handle. As you can see, it has a nice little rubber gasket right there, so make sure you don't lose that thing, otherwise you might get some leaks. And all we're going to simply do is stick that right on there, screw this in, nice and snug, not too tight, and we're good to go. And now we'll go ahead and connect our hose with our reservoir tank. As you can see, a nice little gasket right there. And you'll see there's 2 little notches. So all you're going to simply do is insert this in here and line those up, and then pop that in place. And then we will screw this part on. Again, not too tight, just make it nice and snug. Now, Chapin is going to hook you up with 3 different nozzles here. As you say, you have your plastic fan nozzle, your plastic cone nozzle, and then this nice adjustable brass cone nozzle as well. And these things are super simple to simply switch in and switch out. Now, I'm a big fan of this adjustable brass nozzle, so we're going to go ahead and put that thing on. And as you'll see, you simply just stick it on there and screw it in. And then right here at the top on our wand, same deal, baby. Just go ahead and screw that onto the top. And the last thing we need to do before we can put this thing in action is go ahead and strap the bottom of our nice straps right here to the frame of this. As you can see, they just clip on and clip off. So we'll go ahead and just slide that over the frame there on both sides. And you can see on your straps too, there's a little bit of padding here around the chest. And then it's got this nice little waist strap as well that simply clicks in and out. So today we're going to be mixing in some Roundup to shoot some weeds. And as you can see here, when you fill this up, it does have your gallons on one side, liters on the other side. So I'm going to put about 2 gallons of water in here, mix in my Roundup, and then put the rest of my water. So again, this is a 4-gallon tank, and on this Roundup Super Concentrate, I need about 2.5 ounces per gallon, meaning I'm going to need about 10 ounces. 1 cup is 8 ounces, so I'm going to do 1 cup plus a little bit more. And we'll cap it off with water. Now, as we put our lid on, you'll see that there's this nice gasket here around this filter. That's going to give us a nice airtight seal so we can build up some pressure. And we'll simply spin this thing on until it tightens up. You'll also notice at the top of this, it's got this nice little wand holder for when you're storing or transporting this. And your wand is just going to snap right in there so it's not just flailing around. And this lid also has this nice carry handle, so you can either transport this thing by carrying it by the straps or just the lid right here on top. So we've had this thing on the charger for a little while, and as you can see, we've got a fairly decent charge, so we're gonna get this thing plugged in and get to work. Now to install our battery, it's simply going to click in underneath. And then over on the other side, we got our on-off switch. So we're gonna go ahead and turn it to on to prime this pump and get to work. It's primed. Now it's spring here in Idaho and we're down at our church. So we're gonna be tackling all of this old flower bed right here, as well as the driveway here. And we gotta get all this area by the road as well. So pretty decent sized project for the day. Get this thing adjusted to my back. I'm gonna go ahead and tighten up the straps a little bit. Got these little spots right here so you can kind of tighten up and get it where you want it. And then of course, our little chest strap here tightens in right there as well. As you can see, we're using kind of the larger fan on this thing, so we're really getting a wide area of coverage. But if I was shooting trees or something like that, I would simply adjust this nozzle, and now I can get a lot further in a straighter line. For what we're doing today though, we want to keep it nice and open, so we'll go ahead and keep that tight and keep that wide spread. You can kind of hear the pump as it's working. It's fairly quiet though. I got to be honest, it's pretty cool not to have to constantly pump this thing. All right, so we just finished up with our church parking lot and flower garden project. Went through about 4 gallons of Roundup here. Took the battery off so I could show you just how much power we went through and how much is left. As you can see, still 3/4 charged, so we could definitely get a couple more tanks out of this as well. Overall, man, I love this thing. It was great to not have to pump it and just get that continuous spray. And a couple other things you should know about this sprayer is number one is the fact that it is manufactured right here in the USA, and they do provide USA-based customer service. The second thing is, although we sprayed Roundup in this today, it's also great for cleaning solutions or pesticides and even fertilizers as well. So there you go, kids. That's pretty much everything you need to know about the Chapin 63924 24-volt backpack sprayer. Now this thing worked flawlessly today for me on my project, and I gotta say it's probably gonna become my new favorite backpack sprayer. It's for those reasons and more, I easily give this thing a World's Greatest Dad thumbs up, and I say, go out and get you one. Hey, one more thing before you go. I wanna let you know that the Chapin Company is a big fan of the World's Greatest Dad's in-depth and informational videos. Therefore, about a month ago, they reached out to me and asked me if they could send me this backpack sprayer for video review purposes. Now, with that being said, all the thoughts and opinions expressed in this video were my own, and I always do my best to accurately describe any product I review. Now, I hope this video helped you out, and we'll see you next time.